Hello. Hello and happy Monday for those of you watching live, and for all of you who are watching in replay on Facebook or YouTube or IGTV, welcome to your 11:11, because it's 11:11 somewhere, right? Is that how it works? Your 11:11 a.m. Eastern daily meditation. I'm doing these Monday through Friday for as long as this upside down global pandemic is going on. I usually bring meditations to you, free meditations on all of my platforms, but I'm trying to get here as often as possible to support you and also to get support, because I need this community so much myself. It's my medicine. It's how I get motivated to wash my face every day. Hello, Deirdre. Thank you for joining me. So I'm going to introduce myself quickly. My name is Rebekah Borucki. I am a mother of five human beings. I am a meditation guide, and I'm an author of books for big readers and little readers, adults and children. And I'm so excited to be bringing these meditations to you. And I also have something special for you quickly. If you look in my video description, you'll find links for free digital versions of 3 of my books. You Have 4 Minutes to Change Your Life, which is a meditation book for adults. Managing the Motherload, a guide to creating more ease, space, and grace in motherhood. And that's for my mamas out there. It's not a parenting advice book. It's a book for the mamas to take care of yourself. And my children's book, I have a digital bundle, Zara's Big Messy Day, that turned out okay. I know you're going to love it. Your little ones are going to love it. It's going to teach them meditation, mindfulness. It's a really sweet story. And in the digital bundle, I haven't showed this to you yet, but I have coloring pages. So here's some coloring pages of Zara doing the meditation, Zara and her mama. So it's like a nice meditative exercise. And here's one that my 5-year-old and I were working on this morning. Mama has purple hair, mama's looking sharp. And what also comes with the digital bundle is the book in Spanish. And then we have these emotion charts, these how I'm feeling emotion charts. So you can hang this on your refrigerator or wherever your family gathers, and you can talk about how you're feeling just by pointing to the pictures. So we have Zara feeling sad or worried and also happy and silly. And I also offer that to you in Spanish. So right here. So, ¿cómo me siento? How am I feeling? And it has all of the same emotions there in Spanish for you. So today, hello, Julia. I have not talked to you in so long. Hello, Julia. Blast from the past, an old friend. Today is a rainy day meditation. I don't know if you can hear, but there is a storm brewing right outside my window here. Oh, the breeze feels so good. I love that smell of rain hitting the soil, and there's a word for it. So if you know the word for it, put it in the comments. There's this word that means the love of the smell of rain, and I am that person. And there's a lot of reasons that I love rainy days. And I hope that some of you can connect with this, because it really helps me when I'm feeling overwhelmed by my to-do list, or just things that feel like just heavy, like burdens. So rainy days, I call them low expectation days, which sounds negative, but it's really actually very positive. Because especially for people who struggle with anxiety or depression or social anxiety, there's a tendency to want to stay in. And a lot of times, and I know these are well-meaning people who love us very much, people will give advice like, just get up and get dressed and get out, like take a shower, make yourself feel good, get out into the sun, you'll feel better, get out into nature, which is real. Like nature can be medicine, but it also feels like a lot of pressure when you just want to be in your grief, when you just want to be in your feelings. So why I love rainy days so much as someone who struggles with anxiety and depression is that it takes that pressure off to do something, and it feels like anything that gets done on a rainy day is an accomplishment. So whatever I do today is going to feel like I've done something, and it will always feel like enough. So we're going to go into that meditation, or this meditation, with that theme, if you will, of reveling in the low expectations of a rainy day. And then also letting go of things. I'm not going to spoil it. Let's just get started. Feel that wind. That wind is like the earth breathing. So take a big inhale and exhale with me. Just to find yourself centered in the here and now. Let that inhale and exhale be the cue that this is your time. This is the space that you are creating for yourself. Find your comfortable seat. You can sway or wiggle your way into it. Sit however you'd like. Your legs don't have to be crossed. You don't even have to be sitting up straight. Just find a seat that allows you to feel alert, but also restful. That's the balance you want to strike here. You can have your eyes closed like I do right now, or leave them open if that feels safer, more comfortable. Just focus softly on a point across the room, an object, or a spot on the floor right past the tip of your nose. And just like the earth is inhaling and exhaling on her own, naturally, at her own rhythm, I want you to focus your attention on your natural, easy, effortless inhales and exhales, just as they are in this moment. So low expectation days, rainy days that keep you from maybe doing something that was planned, that take you out of your normal rhythm, your normal hurrying, worrying. I want you to think of this global crisis, this global pandemic that we're dealing with right now as a big, giant, huge, loud, rainy day, a storm that we're all finding ourselves in. How it's interrupting our lives, our thought processes. And while acknowledging all the terrible that's happening, also acknowledge the lessons. One of which being that all that stuff we were doing before, all of those things we thought we needed before, all of those things that had to get done before, suddenly don't seem so urgent, important, critical. Think about all the things you've been able to put aside, let go of. Stop worrying about, to unburden yourself of, because of this interrupt in your pattern. What does that tell you about your old way of doing things, your old way of thinking? What does that tell you about what's important and what isn't? What's urgent and what can be put aside, at least for a moment? Keep your attention on your easy and effortless inhales and exhales, acknowledging that your body is working for you. life force moves through you without you having to do a thing. Acknowledge how you are supported, taken care of. Know that even in rest, you are doing something. You are living. You are being. And that's the most important thing. There are 3 questions that I ask myself that have been taught to me by rainy days, by pattern interrupts, by crises that have influenced, interrupted, put a stop to my life as I was living it. I learned to ask myself, does this thing that I'm worried about, that I'm doing, that I'm struggling to do, does it have to be done now? Does it have to be done now? Because if it doesn't have to be done now, why am I worrying about it now? Why am I thinking about it now? Why is it taking up space in my head and robbing me of energy in the moment if it's not about now? Question 2. Does it have to be done by me? Am I the only one? Am I just trying to do it myself because of my need for control, my need to manage, to oversee, my need for perfection? Or can I ask for help? Can I delegate it? Can I allow someone else to worry about it for a change? Think about the things that you're holding on to, that you're trying to protect or perfect, that someone else can hold for you. And finally, was it even mine to begin with? Is it my burden to carry, or am I just being nosy or interfering or just trying to protect someone or something from a happening that isn't even really in my control? Because someone taught me once that when we feel overwhelmed by the things that we're carrying, it's because they weren't ours to carry to begin with. That we can't control it because it doesn't belong to us. Think about how that's showing up in your life. Are you carrying something that not only doesn't have to be done by you, but isn't even yours to hold? Bringing your attention back to your easy inhales and exhales. Notice how maybe just acknowledging one of those things, reflecting on one of those things, has put you at a little bit of ease. Notice that by acknowledging that it's okay to just be in a moment, to step away from the chaos, to allow yourself a rainy day. Doesn't hurt a thing. In fact, it helps. The hustle, the worry, the carrying of things that don't belong to you, the weighing down of your physical and energetic body with burdens that are not yours, that don't have to be carried right now. Think about how that actually slows progress and growth. How that keeps you from your goals. It keeps you from helping others in a real, authentic, effective way. With the next 3 breaths, I want you to imagine you inhaling life force, truth, vitality, and exhaling burden, the need to control, tension. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, smile if you can. Exhale, release. Big one now, as big as you can. Inhale. Exhale, let go. Ooh, the wind liked that. The wind enjoyed that one. I can hear it responding. Place your hands on heart center, one over the other. Bowing your head just a bit, acknowledging your heartbeat right under the palms of your hands. Acknowledging the rise and fall of your chest with every breath. The vibration that moves through you as you breathe. And then slowly, again with a smile if it feels good. And with your next inhale and exhale, flutter your eyes open and return to the space. I just love these days. I love the gray sky because I know that the sun is there, still shining. The sun is still shining. It's still there for me, but it's kind of like the clouds are protecting me, creating this little bubble around me to just rest. To just rest and just be with myself. I love hearing the wind and the birds and then seeing the trees just sway. It reminds me how I say that, in meditation, stillness isn't just like being rigid. It's just allowing yourself to be in the moment and to allow your own quiet, to listen to your inner workings, your mind, your heartbeat, your breath. So the trees are still, they are rooted, but they're just like moving with the breeze, moving with the earth's breath. It's all good. So anyway, yeah, links in the video description for free resources to connect with me. I always say if you're feeling helpless, help. So I put some links for some direct giving in there, and I say at the end of every video, I'm like tongue tied because I'm just like I'm just so relaxed. I'm in my pajamas. I love you, and I so appreciate you showing up for me and for yourself because it inspires and compels me to show up for myself and for you every day. Like, I just love this community so much, and I say 3 times to affirm because it's so true. I love you, I love you, I love you from the bottom of my heart, and with the deepest gratitude, I thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will see you tomorrow, which is Tuesday, and if you're watching this in replay, it's whatever day. It really doesn't matter. Every day is a good day to meditate and to start brand new.